Good evening to everyone. My name is Lenroy Thomas. I was a co-founder of the SVG Indian Heritage Foundation. I was born in St. Vincent. I lived in St. Vincent and until 2007 when I moved to 2008 when I moved to Turkey. So I was an executive member of the SVG Indian Heritage Foundation for a short time. But I've been helping online. Now, today I'm going to talk about three things. I'm going to comment on some of the things that our elders said, those interviews that were done by Cheryl and Colville. I'm going to make some comments about them. I'm also going to talk about our online presence and finally about our search for our ancestors in St. Vincent. So there are 4 points that I want to highlight here that the elders mentioned. And one that was mentioned by Teresa Jack is that we need to strengthen relationships among us as Indians. The values of long ago, they're disappearing. So we need to get back together, she was saying. Mr. Patrick Dean in particular mentioned that we need to link the organizations in the different countries together, and we can have synergies from those. He also mentioned India. We have established relationship with India, but we also need to strengthen these relationships and to get some results from these relationships. We need to have tangible things from these relationships and organizations. So that, for example, Mr. Solin mentioned that we should, in St. Vincent, be able to give a scholarship or a job to someone that was a result of the efforts of the foundation. So we need tangible results from whatever organization we have. By the way, the foundation is putting together these interviews in the form of a book. So the 8 interviews, we're putting them together. And in that book, we will do a bit of a summary of the history of St. Vincent and the Grenadines from since the Indian arrived to now. So we look forward to your support in promoting this book. In regards to online presence, we started out with the local media newspaper, and then we had Mr. Hanif Sutherland, who helped us set up a website where we had a forum for about a year and some. Unfortunately, he passed away, and we had some resource problem. But since I've been in Turkey, I've linked up with some Indians in the diaspora who are from St. Vincent, and we started a group in 2010. We also have made this a part of the online presence of the Heritage Foundation. And the foundation has set up a website, and we have Noel Thomas, who is helping us with that website. The idea is to put data on this server, for example, family trees or master family trees with branches, so you can link onto the master family tree, and information from the Indian register with the ship list and so on. But we have some resource problem. In regards to time, Noel is working full time and seems not to be able to get enough time to get these things done. He's working on them. He has been doing a very good job so far. So you see the problem, we need to put our resources together. So if you have technical people in Trinidad, we can store our information there. There can be a link to St. Vincent, and everybody can access this. It's a win-win situation. We share resources. So I think the regional territories, Guyana, Suriname, and the small islands, Jamaica, we put all our information on that, and where we have excess resource, we can help the other islands. Mr. Hassan Khan mentioned something like that in regards to a UNESCO project. I hope this comes to fruition, and the small islands also will benefit, because you had mentioned Guyana, Suriname, and Trinidad. As a matter of fact, the small islands, as we are, have started, to do some things. Mr. Chetty Richards of St. Lucia got some time ago a photographer from St. Vincent to take pictures of the Indian register, and he got others to help him, like others like James Ramali, type this up on a spreadsheet. This is searchable, so it's a good thing. You can search for a name, and then it will show, it will find all the names, all the cells with that name. But as you notice, there's some missing information in this one. This is just a sample, but the village and the district is missing. This is very vital when you want to link up with a family in India. So some time ago, I was in England. I guess many other persons have been to the National Archives to search there, and there's some, I've been there a few times, there's some gazettes that you can look at. For St. Vincent, the number is CO264. For the other islands and territories, you may find the information in different files. But this information for St. Vincent, I notice, is not online, although they have scanned and put British and Islands information online. So you may have to go there to visit, and we can get very useful information there. This is a census from the early 20th century. For example, this is a part of it here. You can see where the Indians were, where the people were born, how many Indians were born in India as compared to those who were born in St. Vincent, etc. So you have useful information there. Also, there are a list of the passengers from India and their location in St. Vincent, which estate they went on. So these are very useful. This is another one here, return of immigrants when they contracted to work. This is another one here. This is the Lightning, the last boat that came to St. Vincent of the 8th. And this information can supplement the information that you get in the territories overseas, like in the Caribbean. So here is the information for that place, the National Archives. The website is at the bottom there. Some of Chetty's pictures were not taken properly, and there was some missing information. So one of our Indians in St. Vincent, Garfield Bowman, took about 220 pictures for us, and we were able to update some of the information that was missing. But we still have some where neither the gazettes or the list in St. Vincent has the addresses in India. For example, Charles spoke about our great-grandfather Kalu. He arrived in St. Vincent when he was 9 years old. Yeah, but we do not have the location from which he came. We need to verify this, although someone said he was from the Punjab, where we are not too sure. So problems that we have are missing information. There should be duplicates of these in India. How do we access these and put them together in a project, like a One Caribbean project, where we can have access to them? In St. Vincent, we have a very big problem in regards to linking the English names to the Indian names on the list, because the names were changed. Whereas in Trinidad and Guyana, Suriname, you still have people, a lot of Indians who would know the story coming down. They are not a lot who know their story and remember the Indian names. So we have to go to the baptismal records when the names were changed, when they were christened. And we have some problem accessing these. I wish we could have all these records scanned and put online from the churches. So that's something for us to think about. I've been trying to do something in regards to looking online and There's some changes in India, as Shamsun Dean pointed out earlier. So we have all those limitations. So the main issue here is that we need to get our embassies to work for us, to help us get that information from India. We have just been appointed an honorary consul to India in St. Vincent, and we have started to make some progress. So I hope that things will be better in the future. I want to thank you. I want to join with Cheryl and thank you, Mr. Mahaba, for having us on this program, and the ICCU. I look forward to your questions. I may not be able to speak much. Junior and Cheryl will speak. But if necessary, I will come on because it's late here in Turkey. Thank you.